Yeah. What it do? Yeah, it's your brother man from the motherland coming to you guys live from the NY. Back with another one of that Repent or Die podcast. For those that don't know who I am him, Junes, the MBIC. Giving all praise and glory to the heavenlies, for they are worthy to be praised. Last but not least, want to give a shout out to all you guys for your continuous support, leaving all your feedback, positive, negative, all things is respected and needed, because it allows me to do what I do best, and that is to continue keeping my foot on you heathens, you he-girls, and the newly installed Heathenites. Snacks. Round of applause for that. My apologies on my lateness. Was supposed to be having a live with one of my sisters, talking about her transformation, losing weight, and giving you guys feedbacks on healthy tips, what to eat, what not to eat. Basically just trying to show our people, methods of healing ourselves, right? Before we get sick to the point where we end up in the hospital, and then, fear kicks in, and then you start taking their words, and then you'll do chemo, and then you'll take their medication, and before you know it, you're missing a toe, and then you close your eyes, you open your eyes, then you gotta go, right? So, it didn't go according to plan. We gonna, we reschedule, but at the same time, I'm always Mr. Improvise. I always got things on standby just in case things don't get right tonight. You feel me? But I hope everybody's having a good one. I've been home all day actually, just been chilling, spending time with the children, spending time with the Wiz, having in-depth conversations. Sometimes it's the time to vent. But without further ado, it's not about me. I want to address this doctrine that's being pushed upon my people. And now this doctrine is a doctrine that I used to teach myself. I used to teach and tell brothers and sisters that we was the 12 tribes of Israel, and that the children were the Native Americans, the blacks, and the Hispanics. I taught it. I stood by it. I was calling on these Hebrewic God names, etc., until the Creator woke me up. Until the Creator woke me up. Until the knowledge and place of the Holy Land was Africa. And, things started making sense. The questions that I asked, that I had, started making sense. But, neither here nor there. This Hebrew doctrine is really starting to really get out of hand. And it took for me to come out of that. All praises be to the heavenly ones. It took me to come out of that, to see what others were seeing within me when I was on that other side of the field. And now that the world is literally upside down, war is kicking in, it's a lot of lack of understanding when it comes to this word. It's a lot of, how can I say this? It's a lot of rapturous beliefs that's going on within the Hebrew Israel club. My new term for them is the ISIS Ra illiterates, right? Because they are acting illiterate. Their ignorance is so high, right? And where they're not able to see things that's like right in front of them. And I wanted to really tap into this because we have to address this. So shout out to the brother Semba Journey. He posted up something you guys can see on his post, where there was a sister that said that my bags are packed and I'm waiting for the angels. Matter of fact, let me put this on my screen because you guys are going to think I'm wilding. Let me put this on my screen. Hold on. So the sister wrote, I'm all packed and sitting here waiting, me and my son is finally willing to go with me and the angels. I keep looking on my security cameras, and Ivan see the angels moving around the moon on and behind the moon. I see a lot of movement with their angel wings and their clothing. I'm praising Yah, praying and praising Father Yah. Please come get us. We are all packed and ready to go with the angels and Yeshua. Now, this is literally something somebody wrote. And I want to be the one to address this. I want to be the one to address it, not just address it, but just give clarity behind this. Listen carefully what I'm about to say. There will be no angels coming to redeem you at all. There will be no angels coming to redeem you at all. And we're going to go look into the precepts that these brothers and sisters like to stand on and use as pretext to this what they call it the rapture, the Hebrewic rapture deception. So I'm here to address this because it needs to be addressed, because brothers and sisters need to understand that there will not be a single angel, nothing coming to remove you from this place called America or wherever you dwell. That is not what the scriptures is saying. That is not what the word is saying. Okay? Okay? So we're going to dive in. And let me share my screen. We're going to dive in. We're going to dive in. The myth, I titled it The Mystical Prophecies That Got Black People Sitting Still. Okay? Let's start off with Jeremiah 29, verse 14. And it says, "And I will be found of you, said the creators, and I will turn away your captivity, and I will gather you from all the nations and from all the places whither I have driven you, said the creator, and I will bring you again into the place where I caused you to be carried away captive." Now, the word gather is just what it is. We're going to be gathered because the Creator has given us our identity again. And when you read it verbatim, which we are going to do right now, verbatim, let me pull this up. Let me pull this up. We're going to read it verbatim. It's 29 and 14. Cool. Verbatim. Okay? First and foremost, this is Jeremiah's letter to the exiles, right? So we're going to start off with verse 1, okay? And I want you to really put it together so you can get a clear understanding. It says, "Now, these are the words of the letter that Jeremiah the prophet sent from Jerusalem unto the residue of the elders which were carried away captives, and to the priests, and to the prophets, and to all the people whom Nebuchadnezzar had carried away captive from Jerusalem to Babylon." Okay? After the Genosiah, the king and the queen and the Euacranes, and the prince of Judah and Jerusalem, and the carpenters and the smiths were departed. So this is an indication of this is where this letter goes. This is for the people, the kings, the queens, the carpenters, everybody that played prominent roles in position at that time was being removed. Okay? By the hands of Elijah, the son of Shaphan, and Jeremiah, the son of Hikah, and Zekiah, king of Judah, sent unto Babylon to Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, saying, Thus said the creator of hosts, the father of the Bantus of Akob, unto all that are carried away captive, whom I have caused to be carried away from Jerusalem into Babylon. Build ye houses and dwell in them, and plant gardens and eat them fruits. Take ye wives and begot sons and daughters, and take wives for your sons. We're not gonna read all this. I wanna go straight. Let's go straight to the Kool-Aid. Right? Start off with verse 8. It says, For thus said the creator of hosts, the creator, the father of the Akob, right? Let not your prophets and let not your prophets and your diviners that be in the midst of you deceive you, neither hearken to your dreams which you have caused to be dreams. For they prophesy falsely unto you in my name. So the first thing and foremost, we all know that Yah is not the name. We know Yahweh is not the name. Yahweh, Yahu, all of that is not the name. The creator is a man. The creator is a man and a woman that lives in the Holy Land called Africa. The language that they spoke was Isikosa. You can find that in Daniel chapter 5, verse 25. And you can see the Savior speaking that same dialect in Matthew 27, verse 46. See, these are the clues that was left behind. So there's no understanding of no Hebrew, no Arabic, all of that. This is them trying to, associate themselves within the word and within our creator. Okay? We don't have no Aramaic. There's nothing Aramaic about us. Aramaic is the dirt land. It's the Middle East. We're not Middle Easterns. Don't ever refer black literature to Aramaic, because it's like they the ones that taught us how to read and write. And that's a complete lie. Another racial thing that came with religion. Make it make sense. Okay? Right? It says, for falsely unto you in my name I have not sent them, said the creator. For thus said the creator, that after 70 years be accomplished at Babylon, I will visit you. I will visit you. Right? After 40 years, the visitation will be what? Will be the understanding of who we are. Right? And perform my good words towards you. See, my good words towards you. Perform my good words towards you, and cause you to return to this place. For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, said the creator, thoughts of peace and not of evil, and to give you an expedient end. Verse 12, then shall you come unto me, and ye shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. And you shall seek me and find me, when you shall search for me with all your heart. And I will find, and I will be found of you, said the creator, and I will turn away your captivity, and I will gather you from all the nations, from all the places whither I have driven you, said the creator, and I will bring you again unto the place wherein I cause you to be carried away captive. Because you have said, the creator have raised up prophets in Babylon. Okay? Know that thus said the creator of the kings that sitteth upon the throne of David, and all the people that dwell in the city, and your brethren that are not gone forth into captivity. Thus said the creator. See, that's not gone forth into captivity. So there's a lot of us that didn't get into captivity. We was just in servitude in our own land. Okay? We was just colonized in our own land. Okay, ostracized, suffering the curses. Guess what? The curses is still going on to this very day. Okay. Thus said thus said the creator of hosts, behold, I will send upon them the sword, the famine, and the pestilence, and will make them vile figs that cannot be eaten. They are so evil. Okay, so as you can see, what the creators is trying to tell you is you will be gathered. They will dwell in you, right? Not the Wawak Kadash and all of the foolish European nonsense, right? Your soul will be awoken. The blindfolds will be taken off. Okay? It will be taken off. All right? So let's get that clear. That's just that one. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. It says 36 and 24. It says, for I will take you from amongst the heathens and gather you out all countries and will bring you into your own land. So now let's go to Ezekiel 36 and 24. Let's go to Ezekiel 36 and 24. Look at the title. Look at the commentary. Let me share my screen. Look at the commentary. I will put my spirit within you. Okay? Ezekiel 36 and 24 says what? Therefore say unto the house of Jacob, thus said the creator, I do not do this for your sake, O house of Jacob, but for my holy name's sake. Okay? Which ye have profaned amongst the heathens, whither you went. You have profaned that name by believing that these heathens is going to tell you the true name of the creator. Yah is not the name of the creator. Yahweh is not the name. Yahweh, these are not the names. Your creator did not speak Hebrew. There was absolutely no Hebrew being spoken by your creator. Absolutely none. Okay? Okay? Thus said the creator, verse 23, I will sanctify my great name. So which one of you guys are carrying the real name? Right? Which was profane amongst the heathens, the blasphemy amongst the heathens, right? They changed Nini and put a foolish symbol behind it and told you that the I am that I am only means this and means that. Told you got to read it from right to left. Come on, people. Which ye have profaned in the midst of them, and the heathen shall know that I am the creator, said the creator, when I shall be sanctified in you, sanctified in you before their eyes. Sanctified in you. Again, the awakening that you see going on in the world is the sanctification. Us being gathered is understanding, oh, wait, hold on. We got to go home. Ain't no chariots coming to save you. As you can see, there's have yet to hear any chariot. Gathering you does not mean somebody's picking you up. Does not mean that. Doesn't mean you going into a portal. This is the foolishness that's coming with religion. This is the sit still doctrine. Shorty has displayed a sit still doctrine. This is a sit still. I'm all packed and sitting here waiting. This is a sit still doctrine. This is what's being taught to our people, to sit still. This is what comes with religion. This religion is what? A tool that was used to neutralize and civilize victims of war. Okay? Victims of identity theft, kidnap, rape, slaughter, right? Conquer. This is what religion came with. So you got to neutralize the victims and tell the victims to sit still. While all of this chaos is happening, just sit still. Something is coming to save you. Someone that, and I try to, and I try to be as simple as possible. I said, when Sodom and Gomorrah took place, where did the angels with all that power come and grab everybody? Or did the angels say, you and your family, get up out of here? When the flood took place, if the angels had that type of power, if the creator had that type of power, why would he tell Noah to build the ark? A chariot should have just came and flood everything, and everybody should have just been on. Everybody should have just been in the clouds. Wait until everything died, and then the water died down, and then that would be it. When Moses went to the Pharaoh, was it angels that was walking with us from Egypt down to Sub-Sahara? Was it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You are really sitting here with all this chaos going on. You really sitting here and telling me that you're sitting still waiting for somebody, an angel, to come and grab you? The angel's job is to talk to you and probably guide your path. You'll go left. Your inner conscience, go left, go straight. See, you won't be able to tap into your inner conscience until you step into your inner righteousness. The creator had a connection with Abram because Abram was connected with his inner righteousness. This is what you guys are not understanding. It is not about religion. All of this was created by the heathens to keep you sitting still and hope for change to come, hope for redemption to come, hope for salvation to come, hope, faith, all of that comes with religion. You cannot sit still, shorty. You gotta have eyes on, ears on. He that got eyes to see, let him see. Ears to hear, let him hear. So you can see, you see what's going on. You hear what's going on. There's not a chariot, there's not a scripture that tells you they're gonna come and take us upon chariots for us to go from one place to another. That is all lies. And if there is one, I'm sure that it's only one writings of that. But if that was so, then why wasn't these chariots for Lot? Why did Abram have to go save Lot? Why? You get what I'm saying? Why? Because you guys are not understanding that you are being fed a fairy tale story. Yes, the war started. When I was with these organizations, they said that when Israel and Iran go to war, that's when it's time to move. I promise you, brothers and sisters, is going to be right here. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? A lot of us is financially drained. Where are you going to go? You think these organizations is really going to put their funds to the people and assure these people make it out in safety? You think about that. You ask yourself that common sense question. let me continue. Let me continue. Hold on. 24. I will take you from amongst the heathen and will gather you out of all the countries and will bring you into your own land. Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you. Let's read it. There I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned amongst the heathen, which you have profaned in the midst of them. Okay, and the heathen shall know that I am the creator, said the creator, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes. I will take you from amongst the heathens. I will take you. You've been chosen. We will be chosen, and then we will be gathered. We will be chosen, for I will take you from amongst the heathens and gather you out from all the countries. You see this great awakening. We are being chosen. It's not no angels coming to get you. You will be chosen. As you can see, I will put my what within you. I will put my spirit within you. You will be chosen. When this world is in chaos, when everybody's partying and chilling and don't know what's going on, you have been chosen. Okay? And I will bring you into your own land. We will go back into our land where we was taken from, where nobody's going into the Middle East. By the time Iran, Iraq, and all of these places finish warring, that place is going to be a nuclear dirt mine. Nobody is going to be inhabited. Nobody ain't going to be able to breathe. Nobody going to be able to walk through there, nothing. That's the judgment that's coming their way. That's not for you. And it ain't gonna be no thousands of years where the angel's gonna come and then the devil is gonna be bound for 1,000 years. The devil is when the devil gets bound, it will be dead and gone. There will not be 1,000 years. It just will not. This final judgment is the final. This is the end all of this is the end all be all right here, right now. This is not no doctrine of waiting and something. The chariot is gonna come and the sword. And we're gonna read the next one. We're gonna read the next one. Listen, okay. Verse 26 says, and a new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you, and will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you a heart of flesh, and I will put my spirit within you, and cause you to walk in my statutes, and you shall keep my judgments and do them. Okay? And you shall dwell in the land that I give to your fathers, and you shall be my people again, and I will be your father. Okay? And I will also save you from all your uncleanness, and I will call for the corn, and I will increase it, and lay no famine upon you. And I will multiply the fruits of thy tree, and the increase of the field, and that ye shall receive no more reproach of famine amongst the heathens. Okay? Okay? Then shall ye remember your own evil ways and your doings that were not good, and shall loatheth yourself in your own sight for your iniquities and for your abomination. Not for your sake do I do this, said the Creator, but in known unto you be ashamed and confound for your own ways, O house of Akobi. Thus said the Creator, in the day that I shall cleanse you from all your iniquities, I will also cause you. I will also cause you to dwell in the cities, and the way shall be built. and the desolate land shall be tied, where it lay desolate in the sight of all that passes by. And they shall say, this land that was desolate is become like the Garden of Eden, and the waste and the desolate and the ruined cities are becoming fenced and are inhabited. Then the heathens that are left round about you shall know that I, Sunini, built the ruined places and plant that see, this is the that was desolate. I the creator have spoken it, and I will do it. Okay? Thus said the creator, I will yet for this be, right, and inquire by the house of Akobi to do it for them. I will increase them with men like a flock, as the holy flock, as the flock of Jerusalem and her Solomon feast. So shall the wasted city be filled with flocks of men, and they shall know that I am your father, your creator. Sunini Nanini. There's no chariots. You're going to be gathered. The spirit, the iniquity is going to be removed. You're going to know that now I can't live my life like this. This is what this is talking about. This has nothing to do with this chariot. You have to move. Right? When you get awoken, it's going to be your job. Yeah, we got to get up out of here. We got to get up out of here. That's what the word is telling you. Isaiah what was that? That's Ezekiel. Isaiah 43:5. Let's read this. Matter of fact, start off from the beginning. Start off with 1. It says, but now thus said the creator that created thee. I thought it was Israel. I thought it was no more Israel. Oh, Akobi. See, Akobi, if you remove this J and keep it the way it was, you see it says Kobi. Akob B. Okay? Akobi. Ako. You see that Ako, Koko, Ako, and the B, right? And he that formed thee, all the children of Akobi, fear not, for I have redeemed thee. I have called thee by the name, by thy name, that are mine. Okay? When thou passest through the water, you see this? When thou passest through the water, I will be with thee, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee. For I am the creator, your parents, the Holy One of the Akobi. We know the name Isis Rael was changed. Your savior, your creator is your savior. Okay? I gave Egypt for thy ransom, Ethiopia and Sheba for thee. Since thou was precious in my sight, thou hast been honorable, and I have loved thee. Therefore, I will give men for thee and people for thy life. Fear not, I am with thee. I will bring thy seeds from the east and gather them from the west. Okay? The Creator is with you. It's inside of you. This awakening is gonna. You ever see these movies where they being programmed like MK Ultra. They'll be sitting there and there's something, a frequency will go on, and they just start going, and you like, yo, what's going? And they're like, I gotta go, and that's what's gonna happen. This is what. Listen, let me show my face when I say this. This is why they was, you know. I don't want to say it because I don't want to be hit with something. This is why they was forcing the fufu. Okay? Because they know individuals that took the fufu is going to be hard for brothers and sisters to really connect. I know people right now that's ever since that procedure, they've been fighting. It's like they can tell that something is not right within them. They're always fighting. They're fighting something. I don't want to talk too much, but I know what they fighting. That line was drawn and you wanted to go into the other side. So like I tell brothers and sisters, you have to get yourself cleansed. You have to detox immediately. Do not let these things, these outside substance become one with your body, because your body is a medicine. It's a machine that remembers. It's a memory tab. So whatever you put inside, if you do not get rid of it and you allow it to dwell, it's like you're telling your body, well, it's okay. This is where it belongs. And your body will allow it to stay there until it's too late. So please, people, get these things removed. Okay? Let us continue. It says, where are we? Verse 6, it says, for I will say to the north, give up, and to the south, keep not back. Bring my sons from far and my daughters from the end of the earth. Okay? Bring my sons. Bring my sons. Bring them and my daughters. Bring my children to me. We will have to go to them. Okay? Even everyone that is called by my name, for I have created him for my glory. I have formed him, yea, I have made him. Okay? Bring forth the blind people that have eyes and the deaf people that have ears. Let all nations be gathered together, and let the people be assembled, who amongst them can declare this and show us former things. Let them bring forth their witness, that they may be justified, or let them hear and say, it is truth. Okay? You are my witness, said the Creator, and my servants for whom I have chosen, that you may know that I know and believe me and understand that I am He. Before me there was no creator form, neither shall there be after me. I am the Creator, and besides me there is no Savior. Okay? Okay? And your creator said that you will have to gather yourself. You will have to become the light. And your gathering and your light is the light that's going to walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Death is darkness. So when you walk through the shadow of death, you will be the light, and people is going to see that light, and people is going to cleave onto you. There's not going to be no chariots. There's going to be nothing. Nothing. Isaiah 66, verse 20. People love this one right here. Okay? Let's start off with 15. For behold, the Creator will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger and fury and his rebuke in flame. For the fire by fire and by his sword will the Creator plead with all flesh, and the slaying of the Lord of the Creator, shall be many. Okay, so this is the final frontier. This is not nobody saving us. This is handling a beef between the Creator and the fallen. Nothing to do with us. This is a spiritual war that you guys are seeing. But for us, our job is to gather ourselves in cleansiness, clean ourselves, remove all this iniquity from our hearts. And I know right now it's a continuous battle, because a lot of us has been westernized. We are westernized people. So our concept and our foundation is from a Western perception, a perspective, And through this Western perspective, we're going to do certain things. I don't know. I don't know how many of these ISIS Raels, spill their seeds on unlawful, on strange seeds on strange lands. I don't know. You will have to ask them. My understanding, my mission is to let brothers and sisters know that we ain't no ISIS Rael. That is not something that was created. That was something that was interjected within the word. Abram never called himself a Hebrew. Eber never called himself a Hebrew. Jacob never called himself, and I'm saying Jacob for layman's terms. Jacob ain't never called himself an Israelite. Never. In fact, the mention of being Israelites came after he died. I can show you numerous of precepts after his so-called name was changed. So for never say it again. Your name will no longer be called Akobi or Jacob, but Isis Rael. And yet, Akobi or Jacob is still being mentioned all through the word till the very end of the Bible. But the word says that anything that the Creator says come back not void. So when you see contradictions like that, you got two options. This is the two options that people is going to take out of this. The option is going to be, well, that don't make sense. So the Bible is inaccurate. I'm not following that. Or that was an interjection and I'm paying attention now. Because you guys don't understand that the Biblo, which you call the Bible, was compiled together to give the world created history and a religious aspect that benefited the Gentiles. Because prior to the Bible being written, they had no history. And I'm just saying, if you think of what I'm saying is unbelievable, read the letters of Leopold. Read it. Read the letters of Leopold and you're going to see what I'm talking about. You're going to see why these things was created, because these people knew you was spiritual people. So they had to remove your righteousness and give you the understanding of being religious. And through the concept of religious, they threw in bits and dabs of so-called righteous in it. So when you see it, you would think that in order for me to be considered righteous, I have to walk and live a religious life. You have to understand what's going on, people. These are the things that was put intentionally to deceive, confuse, distract, and do what? Remove you from your dominion. Because if we're not in tune with the earth, if we're not following the guidelines, how the animals are still following the guidelines, we're subject to be doomed. And we're being doomed right now as we speak. Everything about us is contaminated, confused. We are lost individuals. And when you got these organizations that's giving you guys these false prophecies, telling you that, yeah, the chariot is coming, the angels is coming, you got to watch out. Chariot's not coming. Nobody's coming to redeem you. When the Creator brings the wrath on this earth, it will be through weather. Yes, through the weather. Rainstorms, earthquakes, famine, no food. People ain't going to have nothing to eat. Similar to what was done in Egypt. That's what's going to happen. But the reason why the winds is being held back, as you can see when you read that in Revelations, the wind is held back. The wind is being held back because it's giving us time to gather, understand who we are. Because when the wind get let loose, there's no turning it off. When the wind gets let loose, there's no turning it off. There's no, all right, I'm good now. All right, no. It's gonna get so bad that the remaining few, which will be the righteous ones, the remaining few will be the ones to see after all this debris is and destruction simmers down. That's when the new world is gonna come. But you gotta know who you are. You gotta know where you come from. You're not a Hebrew. Listen, black people, Hebrew Israelites are Germans, are Europeans. These are the people that was in your land. These are the people that killed your savior. And you wanna publicize yourself as the savior killer. That's why they laugh at you all the time. That's why they tell you things like you don't know what you're talking about. That's why individuals like James White could stand before your so-called head teacher and put him in his place, because your teacher is only reading the manuscripts given unto them by the enemy, and the enemy has written their history to justify what they want you to believe. They want you to believe what they want you to see. It's their story, not yours. It's not yours. People's gonna say, well, but you read their stuff too. Yeah. How the only way to know the enemy, you gotta know how the enemy think. The word said you should know them by their fruits. You got to know how they think. This is how you're going to be able to identify particular people. And one thing that they do, or they very prideful. They're gonna talk about their achievements. They're gonna talk about their achievements on these books, on these websites, on these YouTube, Instagram. They're going to talk about their achievements. They cannot stop but glorifying themselves. That's where you catch them. That's where you're like, oh, you see? But they put their glorifications in books you would never think about reading. They tell the truth in books you would never think about reading. But the books that they got you reading, that they got you standing by, upholding, giving advertisement for, those books is literally the books they want you to read. So you can never find who your identity is, because they know that with this awakening, you're not going to just try to seek your identification. You're going to proclaim and say that these people stole your identity. They ain't steal nothing. They created their own from the foundation of your identity. Yeah, we was keeping the laws. Yeah, we was doing this and we was doing that. But they took your records and put in killing animals and eating, when the command tells you thou shalt not kill, period. You shouldn't be killing a human. You shouldn't be killing an animal. You shouldn't be killing a cat. You shouldn't be killing nothing. Because don't forget that these animals was the creator's first creation before you was even a process. So the sooner we realize that and we wake up from this doctrinal slumber, this blasphemous teachings, which I can call that because I once taught that. And for all those that was with me then, I'm saying to tell you my apologies. But I know exactly what was going on now. I know exactly what was going on. We was being prepped. See, the creators is only going to work with those that's humble enough to stand before the people and say, I am sorry. See, your organizations don't want to be sorry. Because with sorry, it comes with telling the truth. Similar to how the Europeans don't want to say sorry, because the minute you say sorry, that comes with reparation. So we're not gonna apologize for what we did. We're just gonna say things like, get over it, be happy, you making money now, you got a house, you could drive cars, you could just be happy. Because before, you niggas couldn't do nothing besides leave your shed to the goddamn cotton field, and from there go back home. These people not gonna tell you the truth. These people not gonna tell you the truth. These people know, listen, you cannot be in this level of studies and knowledge and not know that you've been lied to. No way. No way. But because you know the truth, instead of having a dialogue and having a conversation with brothers and sisters that have more intel and understanding, to not only show that Africa is the holy land and then Africans are the holy people, but also is able to give you clear locations that you cannot find in one area in the place called 1948. I mean, simple things like the Ark landed in Turkey. Simple things like that. The Ark landed in Turkey, but yet all the animals seem to be in Africa. How did the lions cross over water? They don't listen. You can go watch. You can go on YouTube. Go on Google. Type in lion swims in water. Them lions is afraid to get into water. So how did it end up from Turkey all the way to Africa? How? How is all the animals in Africa? Come on, people. Come on now. No more naiveness. Please. No more of it. It's getting out of hand. It really is. It really is. But I'm gonna leave it as that. There's no reason for me to continue reading. You guys can go do your own studies. I just wanted to just set the record straight and let brothers and sisters know that there is absolutely no chariot coming to save you. Your redemption must come from you. We must gather ourselves, those that's been awoken. And the only way you're going to be awoken, you got to be calling on the name. Those that's blaspheming or profane the name, you will never get the message. Those that's drinking blood and eating body parts, you will never get the message. That is a Gentilian ritual, satanic ritual, right? That even the Illuminati and places, the 33-degree Masons, these are rituals where they eating body parts and drinking blood. And they put it in the word and got brothers and sisters doing it. And you wondering why we still the tail and not the head. It's your brother, man, from the motherland, came to you guys live. Hey, once again, continue supporting, right? Leaving all your feedback, positive, negative, continue supporting. I will be having a Patreon real soon. I will be having some ebooks for brothers and sisters to help you with your journey in life, working on a lot of things. If it be the will of the creators, these things will be done by the year and will be in you guys' hands to move forward, to achieve, and to conquer. It's your brother, man, from the motherland. Came to you guys live. For those that don't know who I am him, Junes, the MBIC, aka Mr. Keep My Foot on You Heathens, You He-Gros, and the newly installed Heathenites next. Are you dumb or are you dumb? Listen to the creator say one time for the one time. Are you dumb? And I'ma holler at y'all. One.